YouTube channel Pro Enzo Vids, and this is I guess a video about some rumours that have been going around today, and it's based on the Bulldogs front rower Luke Thompson, and obviously for a while now there's been some speculation about his contract and his future at the Bulldogs, but it seems as though that now there might be some sort of contract that he might get and might take up if the Bulldogs do not want him still. And yeah, the talk is that the Roosters are preparing to sign him, but also Thompson told his manager today apparently that he is interested in going to the Roosters on less money and wants to change clubs before the new year. So very interesting news, and obviously it's been a while since I've done a video like this where I talk about player movements or just rumours in general. Like I used to do that all the time, so it's been a while, but there we go, we're back now. But yeah, no, look, Luke Thompson's obviously been, he's been good for the Bulldogs in a few games. Like when Thompson's good and injury free, he's been great for them. But I think injuries, and I think other times when he's been out, I think that's really hurt the Bulldogs, and has hurt their middles a fair bit, because I think the weakness of the Bulldogs this year is their middles, and I think having Thompson out has not helped them all year. So it hasn't been easy about when their real main front row was playing. But look, he's been there through the tough times. Like I think he's been there since Dean Pay was last the coach. He's been there when Barrett was the coach, when Mick Potter, Steve Georgalis, Serrato, Barrett, yeah, like everyone. He's been through all the tough times for the Bulldogs and most of them. And yeah, it's kind of a shame that if he does leave actually, because he's had to go through a lot of coaching changes, a lot of squad changes, and I don't think it's been the most easiest transition for him. But in every game he's played for the Bulldogs, when he's on and actually injury free, he's done a really good job. So I think Bulldogs fans can agree with that he has done a great job when he's injury free and playing good footy. But when he's has injuries and he's not playing what he should be and he's unfit, yeah, he hasn't been living up to the expectation of what he's been earning right now, because he's on good money, I'm pretty sure. I think it's like 800k he's getting, or even more. So it's good money, and yeah, he wants to take less money at the Roosters, which I find interesting, because he could take less money at the Bulldogs, because the Bulldogs have stuck by him for a while now, and he's obviously been sticking by them for all the tough times they've gone through for like the last 4 years that he's been there, or 3. And yeah, I thought he would have taken less money at the Bulldogs, but I don't know if the club really wants him to go, because that was the talk before, that the club wanted him to go. But yeah, he wants to take less money at the Roosters. I think that's a little bit of an insult. Like personally, I think that's a little bit of an insult to the Bulldogs, only because they've been a club that's stuck strong with him through his injuries and when he's had to fly back to England for personal reasons and stuff. But I suppose the Roosters are a bit more of a wealthy club and a bit more of a bigger club, so it makes sense for him to go there and maybe just rejuvenate himself a bit. But I don't know. I think he, could be earning less money at the Bulldogs as well. But it really depends who's dictating where he should go and what's happening to him in the future. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what does happen to Luke Thompson. But that's the talk at the moment, that the Roosters want to sign him, and Thompson's told his management that he wants to go to the Roosters on less money. So I think watch this space, and yeah, maybe very soon we could see an announcement that Thompson's going to the Roosters. I mean, can you imagine what the Roosters look like next year already? They've already signed Dominic Young for the wing, which is a great signing. He's one of the top try scorers for a reason, such a great, consistent winger. They signed Spencer Leniu as well. So, obviously, with Leniu going there, where's Thompson going to fit, I wonder? Well, it can mean two things. It could mean that Thompson's starting with Lindsay Collins and Hargreaves goes to the bench or is retired. Or it could also mean that maybe Thompson's going to be starting off the bench, and maybe Linu's got a starting position. Like, it's funny how the Roosters can still, I guess the Roosters have plenty of money because they've obviously made some changes to their squad recently. So, but yeah, you got to think though, Young, Linu and Thompson, all on their day, quality players, but how did the Roosters fit them under their cap? It's just a bit interesting to me. But obviously that man, Nick Politis, has his ways, so I suppose you can't question a genius when it comes to that sort of stuff. But yeah, no, if Thompson does go to the Roosters, it'd be a great pickup for them, and it definitely strengthens their season for 2024. Would it be a big loss for the Bulldogs if they lost Thompson? I suppose you can say no, because he hasn't played much footy and he has been a bit of a waste with the money he's on at the Bulldogs. But in terms of finding a good middle, you won't find much better than Thompson on his days. So it depends who the Bulldogs really sign to replace him. But it's a great signing for the Roosters if he can get injury-free and fit. Because I'll tell you what, if he gets fit, and I know he's 29 next year, so he's getting a bit older. But if he's fit and injury-free, he'll be a great signing for the Roosters, and it'll be another masterclass pick up by the club. So we'll see what happens. But that's my quick thoughts on the rumour of Luke Thompson potentially going to the Roosters in 2024. What do you think about this rumour? Let me know in the comment section down below. But until then, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment your thoughts again on this whole situation.